Welcome to another DSLR filmmaking tutorial, focusing on how to get the right film look. Many people are asking us how to color correct DSLR footage and how to get a professional cinematic look. The answer isn't simple, but the most important thing is that you must plan your look before you even start shooting your film. Think about what kind of film it is. If it's a horror movie, you can't grade your files oversaturated like a comedy or family movie. 24 frames per second are one of the most important points. Also the shallow depth of field between f1.2 and f4. And at least color, contrast and saturation. If you know what kind of look you want to have, for example by watching your favorite movie or a movie of the same genre that your film should be, you have to set up your DSLR. You must change the picture style. Most cameras have a custom style, but that isn't the best for the post-production. Too much contrast and oversaturation. To color correct your video, you have to shoot with a flat image. That means that you have to pull down the contrast and the saturation also a little bit. Why? You can always add contrast, colors and highlights later, but you can't remove them once they're in the raw footage. Another very important point is the sharpness. If you're only releasing your videos on the internet, especially YouTube and Vimeo, you don't have to pull the sharpness down, because most people won't watch the video in full screen mode. But if you want to show your film on a TV or on a big screen, you have to pull down the sharpness completely. Otherwise, it won't look professional, because it is oversharped. That is what most people are doing wrong. They don't like a flat image, and that's okay if they don't want to color correct the footage. That's why you have to decide before you start filming if you want to color correct the files. Also make sure to shoot in manual mode, with manual settings and control. At the beginning it might be hard, but no one wants to see a bumping autofocus or an overexposed image. Overexposure is one of the worst things that can happen to your footage, because you are losing details. Details you cannot bring back in post. It is better if the footage is a little bit too dark, then you can still correct it in post without losing details. Of course, it can be a little bit noisy, but better than losing parts of the image. Here are a few examples how you can grade the same footage differently. As you can see, some of the videos are overgraded. Never forget that people shouldn't be distracted by image in terms of contrast and colors. This is all about individual taste. Some people prefer a realistic documentary look and others a Sin City look.